let's get to the front pages of what you're saying on the social media. The gentleman, Mr. Ajayi, that was sentenced to death by hanging for killing Salome Adaldo, has been generating reaction. If you remember the story, this is a young lady killed
in January.
January, and cut parts of her body, and he was caught in between. So that's him. You're going to see his face. At some point, he became whether he was a normal person, he had mental issues or not. Well, the verdict is in. The court says, since he killed, he will be killed as well by hanging. Let's take your reaction. Melvin, you're saying this is the right thing to do, but he happened to live longer than the innocent girl before going to, I guess you wanted to say, to meet his demise. Saying no to crime. So that's the reaction as far as that particular person, Melvin, is concerned on this death of this innocent girl. So our prayers and our thoughts are still with them, because I can imagine, guys, the family reliving this moment yet again. Yeah. On one hand, they feel a sense of justice. On the other hand, the girl's life cannot be returned.
It's really sad. And maybe we'll just listen to the moments after that sentencing, so you also get a feel of what played out after. As has been said, this occurred in January 2025. It's an incident that shook the nation, especially because, you know, he was caught while trying to, according to reports, dispose of the head, and some people caught him, and eventually this became a big one. So let's let you listen in to those moments, and we'll take some more reactions from that story.
5 days after his arrest, he was charged for culpable homicide, an offense punishable.
So this is the moment where the courts, I think it was sentenced at the Lafia State High Court in Nasarawa State. We wish we could get his thoughts. But anyway, let's move on to what the people are saying as far as this is concerned. Because I think you have the next one, or who has the next one? The next
yes,
comment.
Indeed. This next one is from Arbiter Innocentia, who says, how I wish the execution of judgments like this will be televised on national television. I think it can go a long way in helping to reduce, if not eradicate, gruesome crime in our dear nation. God bless Nigeria. That's from Arbiter Innocentia. Well, it also speaks a lot to intimate partner violence, and a lot that may also be going on unreported. And you know, it just ties with the conversation that we're about to have later on the program, which is also relating to sexual and gender-based violence. There are very many different shades of intimate partner violence, going to financial control, expanding also to suppressing the expression of the partner. And this is very evidence of the faulty understanding that relationships are supposed to be based on a form of control instead of a healthy and happy expression of freedom on both sides. And you know, those who are going through such must, you know, speak up, cry for help, such that they can live to tell the story. But it is very, very sad that Adaidu hasn't lived to tell her story. It's very heartbreaking, but it's also a very big lesson to those who are going through such Coyote.
Absolutely, Bukola. But, well, justice served. As has been said, this will not bring back the lady that was killed, but at least some sort of closure for the family. And while reactions continue to roll in for that one, let's take you to River State. It's not politics this time around. There's still time for a lot of politics from River State on this show. But let's show you this, well, disturbing video as residents seen scooping content as diesel-laden tanker falls in River State. And this is something we've seen too many times. Once an articulated vehicle or tanker bearing petroleum products falls over, what you see is people around that area rushing to it to scoop fuel. If we could just put that up for you so you can see what we're talking about. Time and again, we have said that this is wrong. It is dangerous. It is you really just beckoning to danger and saying, come over, I have need for you. Sometimes it's really tough to control the crowd, okay? Someone could be just there with a lighter, with a cigarette, or there could just be a spark, and that's all you need. And what you have on your hands is a huge disaster. So once again, this is a plea, a passionate plea. I'm not sure how much you make from it. Let's say you're able to scoop 5 liters, and that is a lot. I don't think you'll be able to scoop 5 liters. But if you are unfortunate enough to scoop 5 liters, and I use that very carefully, how much would you make off it? If you sell it on the black market, diesel for, let's say you sell it for 2,000 naira, that is 10,000 naira.
And you know, Gary, I'm trying to take this in because this comes even on the heels of advocacy on national television about the foolishness of this, about the danger, you know, that is around this. This is a highly inflammable chemical that could explode and consume everyone that is at that spot, and even, you know, around hundreds of meters, you know, around that spot, and they're so comfortable in extremely dangerous circumstances. It speaks to a need to further understand the human mind in absorbing danger, in understanding danger and interpreting danger. I really don't understand this, Gadi.
Certainly. I think a lot of them will say, oh, it's diesel, right? Diesel is flammable, yet, but the flash point is much higher than petrol in that sense. But believe me, believe you me, if that flash point happens, it will still burn. And I think that is something we shouldn't play with, right? You might think it is diesel. It won't burn as fast as gasoline or petrol. But hey, do not take chances. So yet again, we're putting word out there, serve as a reminder that this is dangerous. Don't be a part of it.
And if you know anybody around there, please, pass on the information, the education, and the enlightenment about the foolishness of this act. We must, call it exactly what it is. Jeffrey.
All right, let's get to what played out yesterday at the Villa, where the president actually signed that tax bill into law. 4 bills, as Bukola said, super excited. It's a landmark one. As far as this bill is concerned, it's been a long time coming. The committee has done a great work. In fact, at some point, they hit a very strong political stronghold. I love you to use that word. But they were able to navigate their way through it, and eventually now, all of that has become law. The reason for this conversation is so important because it's the volume of the content of the bill. You can't commit everything to memory. That's why we're bringing in the people who are there, who were part of it. In fact, the head of the committee himself, the chairman of the Fiscal Policy and Tax Reforms, will be joining us in just a moment.
But let's take some reactions from Nigerians. So that will also form part of the conversation, right? Victor A.K. Says, and this is a very interesting comment, says, you will see people that are saying, nice move for this tax bill. And this user believes that the laws now will make them pay through their nose. So it's quite interesting. Don't worry, we have Mr. Oyedele to respond to that. Will people be paying through their nose? What exactly is going to play out with the new tax laws, which, by the way, will take effect from the 1st of January. So give or take, you have 6 months. So question number 1 for Mr. Oyedele.